thank you, and welcome again to another episode of Chevalier, where we try and attempt to help blacks, whites, Asians, Africans, Australians, South Americans, and even the penguins in Antarctica find happy and loving relationships. Today is going to be a very short video. I think going forward, I'm going to keep the videos much shorter because even though people tend to like the long videos, I think that I could probably condense what I say in half the time because a lot of it I would never want to be repetitive. So I figure if I cut it up into 5-minute videos, I can say what I got to say, get it out the way, and field the questions from the text messages and emails that I get for people who want further clarity. But the basis for today's conversation is cuffing season. I've seen several social media posts, especially on Facebook and YouTube, talking about cuffing season, and this is the time to find that mate and have somebody to spend the holiday season with. And I tend to think that even though I know it's a fun idea, the purpose is that you would want somebody to spend time with year round, not just during the holiday season. So just want to put out there some great ways of meeting people even during the holiday season, especially now. And I touched on this, I think, in one of my first videos, but online dating and going out and about and putting yourself out there in certain situations where you can actually be invited to meet other people. One thing that we didn't really talk about before, I think that I may have touched on, is online dating to me is the preferred method of meeting people these days. Because it allows you an opportunity to meet people you normally would never meet. And I know there's this stigma like, oh, I'm scared to go to meet people because they're crazy, and you don't really know what you're up against when you're dating people online. Which is why I always say, a safe bet is number one, to always meet in a heavily populated public place, and number two, always meet in the daytime when the sun is up. Prefer places like a Starbucks, a restaurant or eatery. Going to the park in the daytime, especially a park where there are lots of people. But I think staying in a pretty heavily populated place is always the key. Meeting people through video dating. I know we talked about that in some of my previous videos. And putting yourself in a position where you're in a place where you feel comfortable. I always think video dating is always your best bet, especially to introduce yourself to people that you never met before. So you can have a chance to actually have a real date without actually meeting face to face. Dating has become so difficult these days. A lot of people are having a hard time really putting themselves out there and trying to build something that they feel will last. So video dating allows you an opportunity to meet people face to face, to have real-time conversation, and to also decide if someone is your type or not. Because we all know pictures can be filtered, pictures can be alterated, pictures can be created to be whatever somebody wants them to be. But when you have a video date, you kind of only get what that person truly are. You get that perspective of knowing who you're really talking to. So video dating has lots of positives to it. There are different forms of video dating. A few of those we'll talk in a video down the line. But the answer to cuffing season is video dating, people. You got to video date. Got to get out there, put yourself on the screen. Still got to look nice. I mean, it is a date, but it's a date that you have in your home, and you can still put yourself in a position to still see other people and know that you're talking to who you think you're talking to. So no rooms for scams, no room for somebody trying to get over on you because they're not who they say they are. Video dating puts you in a situation where you know who you're talking to, you're enjoying who you're talking to, and if you're not, at least you didn't have to take the time to go out and meet before you decided that. So the answer for today, how to find a mate in today's environment, video dating. Several sites for video dating. And in one video, we might discuss the specific places, because I think it makes, how can I tell you about video dating and then not tell you where to go to video date? But video dating is the key, because you want to put yourself in a situation where You can meet people and not have to leave your house if you can, and still build a connection. So thank you so much for your time, guys. Please be safe. Have a wonderful evening, and till next time, peace. Good one. I like the show in the background.